I'm honest, I don't even feel slightly bad for that Object 257. He totally deserved it. He shouldn't be playing in a tier 10 game against 2 mouse anyway. This is the Leopard 1 tier 10 German medium tank, rightly considered by many people to be the worst tier 10 medium tank, that is 390 Alpha. It has low armor, its DPM is severely mediocre compared to the other tier 10 mediums. Its gun handling is good, yet RNG will decide that you will miss your shots like I did on that Conway. It's fast, the Leopard, it is super duper fast, but they're still... Having a good speed limit doesn't mean that the tank is now suddenly good. And the fact of the matter is, if we look on VB Addict, we will see that the Leopard 1 has the lowest win rate of every tier 10 medium tank with 45.77%. The highest one, not surprisingly, being the Object 907. The second one, the Object 430U. Soviet bias at E1? No, I'm not gonna go there. But it's the thing is, I don't hate my Leopard. I really don't. I mean, I've played better tier 10 medium tanks. I love my Centurion more. The 140, the Batchat, the TVP, so on and so on and so on. But it's still... It needs something, the Leopard 1. It just needs something. Maybe an accuracy buff. I know ages ago, Wargaming wanted to change all of the tier 10 medium tanks. And the Leopard 1 got a penetration nerf, a alpha nerf, and a reload buff. Gave it 350 alpha, something like 240 pen. If I remember correctly, maybe 250. And gave it a reload buff, so it will be a more fast firing. Think of the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen when it's still at 360 alpha, kind of like that. And that would not have been good for a Leopard either. Oh, they gave it a massive accuracy buff, by the way. It had like 0.15 accuracy, some shit like that. But then again, this is all from memory, and my memory is very selective. I can still remember that one time where I embarrassed myself during swimming classes, but I cannot remember basic math, for example. I mean, I don't remember why I can remember me embarrassing myself during swimming. It's not like my swimming trunks fell down or anything. It was, to make a long story very short, it was for a diploma, and they were calling out your name and then you could walk. And I was not really paying attention. I was like, I literally thought I'm not supposed to be here. So I walked towards the place where all the swimmers were supposed to go. But they just called out the name of a kid that actually wasn't there. So they placed me on the pedestal of, like, to start swimming. So I'm literally standing there on, like, by another kid's name, and then my name gets called out, and I'm just standing there on the pedestal like, oh, here I am, and everyone just looked at me like, are you dumb? And I'm like, no, just not paying attention. And everyone just looked at me, and this is where my fear of people came from, and social activity. I have a lot of issues. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, I don't like people. Anyway, this is airfield map. And the reason this replay is called The Balcony is because I will not move away from this position pretty much until the end of the game. Have you ever seen the movie... there was a movie called like the Phone Booth or something like that, where the entire movie... I'm gonna Google it while I'm talking. Where the entire movie played off into... Yeah, literally it's called Phone Booth. The entire movie played while in the phone booth. That's it. Like an hour and a half worth of movie just in a phone booth. Budget for the movie was still 13 million US dollars though. Shit. So I took some inspiration and decided to call this wall video The Balcony, because this entire replay is pretty much happening from this balcony. Also, keep an eye on the T-54 Lightweight, because that T-54 Lightweight is gonna be a pain in my ass the entire game. And I feel I've talked more than enough about this game. Let's talk about the fact that next patch 1.01, will bring new tanks, ladies and gentlemen, most likely. The test server has gone up today, and QB and Dez and Zircon and every community contributor has already made videos and streams and reviews of the Spaghetti 46, of Spaghetto 46. The Italian tanks are coming, apparently, next patch already. And that is interesting, because we've barely had, like, a lot of information about it. Like, there have been some leaks, but they were all like preliminary stats, and the fact that they're already on the test server, the Spaghetto tanks are like really all of a sudden like smack bang here. I remember with the Czechoslovakian tanks there was a lot of hype coming about, and look at that Wargaming modeling though of that rock. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Damn you, T-54 Lightweight. I'll find you and I will kill you. Yeah, the Italian tanks are like just... Here, there they are. Look at them. Look, they're gonna be here. I'm going to be making a video about it. I'm not quite sure what kind of style I want to do for that patch server video. I'm not gonna know for a fact it's worth doing a cinematic or like a wargaming in a nutshell or patch 1.1 in a nutshell kind of stuff like that. I'm not quite sure. But you know when the TVP and the Skoda T50 came out and people were like, oh my god, this thing is so good. But it was just a regular auto-loading mechanic. It had 4 shots, 320 alpha, and like 20 seconds in a clip reload for the TVP. With these spaghetto tanks, it's going to be different. Because in the TVP, if you unloaded on someone, you were stuck reloading for 20 seconds. Like you did like somewhere between 960 and 1280 damage to the guy. And the guy was like, okay, that was fun. Now I'm going to chase you and shoot you a lot because you're reloading. You're going to have to think about doing that against spaghetto tanks. The reason for that is the TVP was reloading for 20 seconds. But the Italian tanks have auto reload, which means that they've unloaded and then they start reloading not an entire clip but one shell. Right? So they unloaded their clip on you and they did like, I don't know if the alpha is 390 or 320 at this point. Let's say it's going to be 320. They did about 1280 damage on you and you're like, oh no, you reloaded, bitch. But you're like a one shot for them and you're going to chase them. Instead of 20 seconds, you've got about 6-7 seconds because it's an auto reload. He reloads one shell at a time. So you chasing him, you can get maybe 1 or 2 shots off and then he will kill you. So playing them is going to be different. Playing against them is going to be even more thinking involved. Don't like it. Also 3 seconds between shots for the tier 10? No. And the thing is, I'm probably not going to get the spaghetto tanks. They don't really appeal to me. I mean, I will play them on the test server. I will form a true opinion at that point. Look, this is the moment where we leave the balcony. The game has finally started for us. Now, I will not say if they're going to be bad or good right now, because I don't know. I haven't played them. I've just seen stats. The only stat I don't like is the fact there's 3 seconds between shots for the Italian tier 10 medium. That can still change. I'm not saying that is currently going to be the case. I just don't like it. This is why I dislike my Kranvan. I don't like the 3 seconds in between shots. I can't work with it. My brain cannot handle it. I'm shit at tanks with 3 seconds in between shots if it's an auto-loader. So with that, I'm going to kill the Scorpion. Oh, at least put at least 1 shot into him. And then hope that he is going to still be there when I'm going to blind fire his position. Because he's going to go unspotted. 3, 2, 1. Ah, poor dude. Yeah, so Sunday, the Chosen One on apparently the SU-12244. Next Tuesday is going to be a new marking mission. And then after that is going to be patch 1.01. Italian tanks video. So you have fun with that. I'm going to play my T10, see if I can still 3-mark that or not. Probably not.